Hi, it's only Carrie from Project Intrepid. We love each other, clearly. But we're also talking about launch site regulations because...
We love launch site regulations.
We do. Even though the FAA doesn't actually care that much about where we launch our balloon from, there's certain restrictions, like staying away from airports.
And Air Force.
And Air Force bases. So the first restriction we have to follow is that we can't be below 2,000 feet above the surface within any of the boundaries of any kind of airport. And unfortunately, there's a lot of airports, especially in Illinois.
Especially municipal ones.
and there's municipal airports in every county, everywhere.
So we couldn't find any airport or any area in Illinois without an Air Force base or
that wasn't
an airport
in downstate Illinois.
We decided to go to Iowa.
Because Iowa's awesome, and there's no one living there. So Carrie's going to talk about the 3 launch sites we picked, one of which is a backup, 2 of which are backups. So
okay. So we found 3 launch sites, as Emily said. Our first one was in Hopeville, Iowa. Oops.
Not Illinois.
That's our most optimistic liked one.
Yeah.
There's a lot of airports nearby, but it seems to be relatively in the middle of nowhere, so that's good.
It's about 40 miles away from every airport.
Airport, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's equidistant from a bunch of different airports, all of which are municipal airports in towns that have less than 900 people. So we're not terribly concerned about that.
And then our next site was Bayard in Iowa, and the one after that was Schleswig, Iowa. So the most ideal one is Hopeville because it's the shortest driving distance, only 6 hours. But if that one doesn't work out, we can always go to Bayard or Schleswig.
Yeah. And they're all far, far away from Des Moines, which was our major concern because Des Moines International Airport is a real airport, not like a lot of these little municipal airports that have 2 planes that live there.
And fly every month.
And fly maybe once a month. So that was our main concern, and all of these launch sites meet those specifications. The other weird thing we have to follow is that during the first 1,000 feet of our ascent, the balloon cannot be over a populated area. Again, why we went to Iowa.
Because it might hit people.
Because if it breaks, it would hit people. And also we're not allowed to cause harm to life or limb or property.
Fortunately, there's only 171 people in Iowa.
Well,
so
hopefully Iowa is not even a real town. So we think we're good. And of course, if we're going to project the flight path of the Intrepid, and if it goes over one of these airports or too close for comfort to the flight airspace of one of these airports during the first 2,000 feet of ascent or the last part of descent, then we'll change launch sites until we figure out something suitable.
Because we don't want the Army after us.
We really don't want the Army after us. And we don't want the FAA. Like, felony charges, it's just not fun. So we'll be back shortly with more about launch day.
Theme song.
Yay! It's gonna be epic. Pretty much. So, bye guys.
Bye.
I love you, Carrie.
Love.